What's up, guys? Jacob Ober here. Welcome to another episode of BrewTalk, and tonight the Brewers beat the Cubs 5-1 to take the series at Wrigley Field. They have won 4 of the last 6 against the Cubs, and they have won 7 of the last 10 against the Cubs after that dreadful 1-7 start to begin the season against the Cubs. Just a few weeks ago, if you told me that the Brewers would be 1 game behind the Cubs for the division after tonight's game, I would have called you crazy, because I really did not think the Brewers were close to the Cubs level at this point in time. I didn't think the Brewers were going to have so much success against the Cubs, especially later in the season. But, I mean, look at where the Brewers have come since then. They have been phenomenal since, the end of August here. They have won 7 straight series. It's just been unreal watching this team gel together at the right time. I mean, they are on a torrid pace right now. They're winning games. I mean, and it's not like a long winning streak or anything like that. They haven't been streaky. They've just been consistent. And that's the thing I've been talking about all year long. When this team is consistent enough, they are deadly. And the Brewers are finally finding that consistency. And hopefully they can maintain that consistency throughout September and into October, into the postseason, where they now have a 98% chance to make it to the postseason, which is the highest mark I can ever remember the Brewers having. So it's really exciting times for the Brewers right now. They are playing phenomenal baseball, and it's so much fun to watch these guys every day. I mean, the offense has been really good. The pitching has been fantastic. The starting pitching, the bullpen, I mean, it's all been really good. And even Craig Counsell has started to managing games a little better, or the way I would prefer him to. And you know, I've been thinking a little bit about this as of late. The Brewers in their position right now, I mean, I've been very critical of Craig Counsell ever since about the end of July, I'd say. I've been very critical night in and night out of his decisions, but looking at where this Brewers team is right now compared to some other teams, there are a lot of really banged up teams at this point in time right now. I feel like Craig Counsell might not have actually been doing as bad of a job as we all think he does. And tonight he managed a fantastic game. He pulled Chase Anderson after 4 innings, and a lot of people didn't really like that. I, however, thought that it was a good move, and it ended up paying off because the Brewers' bullpen was lights out tonight. They gave up the 1 earned run, and that was it. They scored 5 runs. It was a phenomenal effort all around. I don't know how you can be mad with it. And Craig Counsell, he deserves credit. He really does. I mean, I've been on Counsell a lot this year, but he deserves credit for a win like this. This was big. This was a fantastically managed game. And, I mean, to be honest, I really think that I have been a little bit too critical of Counsell over time. I mean, a lot of these moves that he was making, the moves to guys like Dan Jennings, I still don't agree with a lot of it, but I mean, I can understand a little bit better the point to save Hader for certain situations. This is a situation where you really wanted Hader, and Hader, who had already pitched early in the series in the first game, a lot of people were thinking he might be unavailable given the trend that Counsell has had this season of only pitching Hader once in a series, you know. But Hader came out tonight. He struck out the side against the top of the Cubs order. That was a huge inning for the Brewers, and it pretty much, I don't want to say it won them the game because they did score the insurance runs, but after I saw that inning, I was I was feeling pretty confident that the Brewers were going to win, and having him come in and just shut guys down like that, elite hitters too. He came in and struck out Bryant on 3 pitches. He made Anthony Rizzo look silly. Ben Zobrist did get a base hit off of him, and then Javier Baez, who was supposedly the NL MVP this year, he got him to chase on a heater upstairs. He's just dominant. He is a dominant reliever, and I mean, the amount of innings that he's going to get in the postseason, I'm thinking more about it, and I'm thinking maybe this over time, this planned usage of Hader that the Brewers are having, it's going to lead to him pitching more down the stretch, and that's what we want. So in hindsight, it's really not that bad of a decision by Counsell to sometimes say, okay, we're actually not going to use Hader tonight. We're going to try and see what some of these other guys can do. It hasn't always worked out for the Brewers the way you want it to, but a lot of that can be attributed to bad luck as well. So I still don't agree with a lot of the things that Craig Counsell does. I still don't think he's a great in-game manager, but I can definitely see the logic behind a lot of his moves. Tonight, though, he was fantastic at managing in the game. The bullpen was fantastic. The offense came through when it needed to, or in the end of the game. So, all around a fantastic effort, and can't be mad about anything. And the Brewers are only one game back of the Cubs now, so it's right there in front of us, guys. We have a 98% chance of making the playoffs at this point. So, buckle in. It's going to be a great ride. Hopefully we can finish it off with a postseason berth and maybe even get deep into the postseason. You never know what happens in playoff baseball. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.